Hello, hi, how are we? I hope you're all having a fabulous day wherever we are in the world. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video, a little sit down video, but this time I'm going to be doing my makeup, my current everyday makeup routine, kind of more of like an in-depth tutorial of what I've been loving at the moment. Now, I will link, or I'll try and link all the products down below as much as I can. Sometimes my mind just does not think when I'm editing the videos. I'm not really wearing makeup 24/7 at the moment. I've been a lot letting my skin breathe, but I will be sharing what I have been wearing as of late and what has helped me. So let's get into the video and yeah, I guess. So obviously pinning back my hair because my hair just always in the way. Also have already done my skincare routine. It's very simple and everything. If you want another in-depth, more in tutorial of doing my morning routine as well as my night routines, I will try and do that as well. I think I actually did put a Vogue style nighttime skincare routine-ish thing recently, so I might do like a morning version of that. If you want to see that, I will very gladly film that. So my skin's already done. I do have like kind of a few breakouts, but they're not too bad at the moment. What I've noticed works well for me is obviously skincare is so important when it comes to putting makeup on your face, but for me personally, having a more simple skincare routine works better for me than having like a 10-step routine. One, I don't have the time to actually do any of my skincare half the time, and two, just too much products on my skin just makes me break out more. Especially in the morning, I like to keep it as simple as possible because it just works well for me and time. But at nighttime, I have a more heavier routine-ish sometimes. I don't know. It depends on the time of year and all of that, and when I want to switch up. I'm gonna stop talking. So first things first, obviously, eyebrows. I always do my eyebrows before I do any other makeup on my face just because I just like to get them out the way. I use the NYX brow gel. Sometimes I'll put like a lot of it in if I want more of like my brows to stick down because I do have natural crazy brows. But today I'm just feeling like just putting some brow product in my brows. I actually did put brow product in when I went to the gym this morning just because I do like to keep my brows nice, and well, I try to keep them nice and neat, which doesn't normally happen all the time. And I like to let that product kind of like sink into and like get tacky before I go in with just like a spoolie. I just bought a whole bunch of these from Chemist Warehouse. Bunch of spoolies that have like 50 of them, and you're good to go. You can also buy a bunch off Amazon, I guess. I think yes, you can, probably for like a lot cheaper than the one off Chemist Warehouse. I think you can get like a bunch from Amazon. If I do find it, I'll link it on my Amazon storefront as well. I just let that get tacky, and then I just go in, spoolie, and kind of just bring them up. Don't really do much other than that. And then I like to shape it like so. I don't really go in with any like brow product, pomade or a brow pencil anymore, just because for me, it makes my eyebrows look really blocky and all of that. Sometimes if like I'm wanting more of like a full glam look, I will go in with a brow pencil, except I have no idea where my brow pencil is. Yeah, but the one that I do use is, I think it's in the shade either Coffee or Espresso, and it's from Morphe. All I can remember, but I cannot remember where I put it. And then my next step is I've been loving going in with the L'Oreal Primer. I can't speak. I've been loving going in with the L'Oreal Lumique lotion. I've been loving this. I've been loving using this as of late. There's just something about it. I mean, obviously you can probably use like the Drunk Elephant drops, but for me personally, the Drunk Elephant drops did not work well for me. Like, I don't know. I just don't like them, and I wasted money on them, which is such a waste. So I do not use them, but I just do like some swirls and all of that of this. It's very like glowy and natural looking. And then I will go in with just, you can go in with your hands or anything. I just normally just go in with a brush and just put that all over my skin, and it kind of just makes me look a little bit more alive. And obviously we are in winter now in Australia, so I do wear more makeup in winter than in summer. In summer, like, I hardly wear makeup, but then again, come to think of it, I hardly wear makeup in general lately. I don't know, it's just, I think that's my era. I'm in the era of hardly wearing any makeup. I just let that, put that all over. And I will also just go lightly, not lightly, I'll just go in with like a beauty blender as well, just to kind of just, I guess, blend in that stuff, even though it is like already blended in, not pre-blended in. I don't even know what I'm on about, okay? I haven't had my morning coffee. I need to have my morning coffee. So that's all glowed on, and it just really just gives this like nice, beautiful, flowy little glow. I don't know what I'm on about, but I let that kind of like sinkish in, and then I go in with the Cloudicos, I don't know if I'm saying that name right, shade in lotion. It's a small Australian brand and I'm running out of it. I need to buy more. Actually, I think I will go also in with, I don't know what I'm on about. Actually, no, that should be fine. And then I'll just go in with the beauty blender again. It's very light, that thing, that blush, can't even speak, that blush, which I do like, but because I do go a lot lately in a lot with powder blush, and because the powder blush I've been using is so pigmented, like you will see. But yeah, I don't really go in with a cream blonde. Why can't I speak today? I don't go in with a cream bronzer or cream contour when I do these makeup, like my natural, not my natural, but my everyday makeup, because it just doesn't work well for me. But I will go with the Tower 28 concealer, and I think I actually don't know what shade it is, but I do put some here, and I just leave it at that. Sometimes I'll put more on, sometimes I don't. If I have more breakouts, I will put more on, but if I'm feeling pretty confident, I won't put more on. But yeah, and then I kind of like let it set for like before I go in. Not let it set to like to the point where you cannot blend it in. I'll let it set for a little bit, 30 seconds, and then I'll go in. And I just go in with a beauty blender. And then I go there and there. I like to leave the under eyes the last, just because I feel like it gets a bit more coverage. And I love this concealer. It is so lightweight, which I love as well. Like, I love a heavy duty concealer, but sometimes I just don't like the feel of it. That is all done. I don't know. It just, that concealer just gives everything you need. Okay, now whilst that is all done and all my cream products are on my face, I do go on with the setting spray. And it's the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray. I love it. I love that one. I also really do love the MCO Beauty, the Grip one, except I'm about to run out of that. It's like the dupe for the Milk Makeup one from MCO Beauty. I love MCO Beauty. I let that kind of like dry down on my face, and then I'll go in with a teeny bit of powder. If I can find my powder, it's somewhere in here. I go in again, Flawless Setting. No, this is the Miracle Flawless Pressed Powder by MCO Beauty. Again, the dupe. We love a dupe, okay, especially for MCO Beauty. If you haven't tried them, highly recommend. But I just get a little bit, and then I put, and I just kind of do that, like that. I need to shut up. And I just put it where I put the concealer, just to kind of set the concealer as well as such. And that is that. That is done. And then I go in with a bit of bronzer. This is the Hourglass one. Expensive as hell, but honestly, it's worth it because I use it pretty much every day. And I know it's gonna last a while. I just dust it everywhere on my face. I don't go too crazy. I just dust everywhere like that. And that's one done. And now we go in with my blush. So there's two different blushes I love. Some days I go with one, some other days I go with the other, but today I'm gonna go with more pigmented one. But I love obviously my handy dandy NARS blush. This is in the shade Deep Throat. I love that one. But I'm gonna go with the NYX Buttermelt blush. Now this, she's pigmented. So I can't just do like that and then put it on because it'll be really pigmented. So I have to go on the back of my hand. You can't even see how pigmented it is through the camera. But I do just pat it on like so. As you can tell, even when I did just put it on the back of my hand, it's still so pigmented. But I just dust it on like that. But I will go in with the concealer, not the concealer, the beauty blender to kind of just, I guess, tone it down a little bit from what it was originally. But I love blush. Blush is like my favorite makeup product, and I will highly recommend blush all the time. So now that it's a little bit dyed down, now we can see it's a bit more better and a little bit more naturally looking. Also, this is not a natural makeup look, like a no makeup look or no makeup look. You get what I mean? Some people, especially some people, will be like, no, that's makeup, you're wearing full makeup. This is an everyday makeup. Hear that? Makeup. I don't know what I'm on about. After that is all done, I go in my handy dandy lash curler. My lashes just do not like to be curled. They never curl. I have long lashes. I'm thankful I have long lashes, but they just never stay curled or never be curled. Just been trying something different where I curl at the root and then hold that for like a couple seconds and then I stop and then I go in the middle. I saw this on TikTok. And then I curl that there for a couple seconds. And then I go to the more end area and then curl for a little seconds. I've been doing this the past couple of days. I don't know if it does anything. Does it do anything? That's after. That's before. Before, after. I think it does. It does. They just never stay curled for long, okay? If you know any tips and tricks, please let me know. I used to actually warm it up, the lash curler, but I kind of like, the last time I did it, I hurt myself because it was hot. So I kind of been like turned off from doing it. Yeah. And like I could go get a heated lash curler. I would, but then there's also like just getting a lash lift. I feel like that would be good, but I don't know if I could be bothered. All right, that curl is not as good as the other side, but you know, I'm not going out today. We're not impressing anyone, so we're just gonna keep moving forward. Now again, go in with a concealer, not concealer, what's it called? Mascara. And I've been going in lately with the Sky High mascara from Maybelline, and it's the Burgundy Haze one, and I've just been loving this on my eyelashes every single day. Yeah, I just love it. Oh, coming closer. I just love the color. Like, it's natural, it's pretty. I also like the brown one that they've got, and then there's also like a bluey, like a dark blue plum color as well, which I love, except I don't know what happened to mine. It just disappeared off the face of the earth. I mean, like everything in my life. And I just put it on. Sometimes I put 2 coats on, sometimes not. I just feel like just the 1 coat today. Okay, so that's all done and dusted. Now I go in with a lip. Oh, that's an eyeliner. No, we don't want that. I kind of change up my lip pencils every now and again just because I have different ones in my like handbag if I go out. But I'm just gonna go into the MK Beauty, the Perfect Pout lip pencil in Rose Saffron, and I just put a little bit on and I like blend it with my finger and smudge it. I go in with either, sometimes I go in between these two at the moment. I go with the Lancome Juicy Lips. This is the original one, Miracle. It's just like really sparkly. I don't know if you can see. Or I go in with the Rimmel London Butter Me Up Vanilla. This is the vanilla one, so it's like a clear one. I'm gonna go with the Laneige, not Laneige. Why am I saying Laneige? Lancome, just on my lips. It's just a sparkly color. That, and then I will go in with a bit more setting spray just to set everything in place. And that's all done. That is my everyday, my current everyday makeup routine. I think though, I might go for a different lip color when it gets a bit more wintry colory, but this is my everyday makeup. I hope you guys liked it. I will try and link everything down below, both on my Amazon storefront as well as my Benable storefront as well that I've got. Thank you for watching if you did. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. You do not have to do it. I'm not pressuring you, but I would love it, and I will see you in the next video whenever that shall be.